Hello everyone, and welcome back to YouTube Daily Military. B-roll video show an Iowa Army National Guard CH-47 helicopter picking up a historic F-80 fighter jet at the Air National Guard paint facility in Sioux City. After being painted, the F-80 Shooting Star is being returned to the state headquarters via sling load, where the aircraft will be placed back on static display. The U.S. Army CH-47 Chinook helicopters from the Iowa National Guard's B/171 ST Aviation Regiment based in Davenport brought the jet back to Camp Dodge. The Korean War-era jet has markings the 174th Fighter Interceptor Squadron that was the predecessor to the Iowa Air National Guard's 185th Air Refueling Wing in Sioux City. The Air Force requires that static display aircraft like the freshly painted F-80 be kept in good repair. With the new paint, the aircraft should be in good shape for years to come. B-roll video shows an Iowa Army National Guard helicopter from Davenport, Iowa delivering an historic F-80 fighter jet to the Air National Guard paint facility in Sioux City, Iowa, where the jet will be repainted. The 1950s-era aircraft was on display at Camp Dodge and has the markings of the 174th Fighter Interceptor Squadron that was the predecessor to the 185th Air Refueling Wing in Sioux City. The Army CH-47 Chinook from B/171 Aviation Regiment is assigned to the Iowa National Guard. The Iowa Guard soldiers delivered the jet to Sioux City, where it made a gentle landing in front of the Air National Guard paint facility that is co-located with the 185th ARW. The first-generation fighter jet was assigned to the Iowa Air Guard during the 1950s. The squadron was assigned the F-80 after the 174th returned to Sioux City following their activation in 1951. During the flight to Sioux City this week, the F-80 was in the capable hands of CH-47 Flight Engineer Staff Sergeant Jesse Ayala. Ayala said sling loading the aircraft to Sioux City allows them to practice important aircraft recovery methods. He said that moving the F-80 allows his team to get aircraft sling load experience while moving at a safe pace. After being painted, the aircraft will be placed back on static display at Camp Dodge, where it will serve to educate visitors about the history of the Iowa National Guard, Lower Thirds. Staff Sergeant Jesse Ayala, CH-47 Flight Engineer B/171 Aviation Regiment. Members of the Iowa Army and Air National Guard sling load an historic U.S. Air Force jet, an A-7K Corsair II, via CH-47F Chinook helicopter. The A-7 from the 185th Air Refueling Wing in Sioux City, Iowa was flown via sling load to Camp Dodge, Johnston, Iowa. Includes interview with Colonel Scott Plambeck. Former A-7 pilot, is the maintenance group commander of the 185th Air Refueling Wing. Available in high definition. On Thursday, August 15th, members of the Iowa Army and Air National Guard sling load an historic U.S. Air Force jet, an A-7K Corsair II, via CH-47F Chinook helicopter. The A-7 from the 185th Air Refueling Wing in Sioux City, Iowa was flown via sling load to Camp Dodge, Johnston, Iowa. This two-seat Corsair has been in storage at the Sioux City Air Base for more than 15 years. Built in 1981, the aircraft honors Crew Chief Tech Sergeant Bruce Johnson and Pilot Captain Andy Erickson, both former unit members who maintained and flew this specific aircraft but are now deceased. Technicians from the 185th Air Refueling Wing refurbished the aircraft with new metalwork and fresh paint, replicating its appearance at the height of the Cold War during the 1980s. The aircraft will be on permanent display at the Iowa Gold Star Military Museum Outdoor Equipment Display at Camp Dodge. The 185th Tactical Fighter Group, Sioux City, flew the Corsair from 1977 until converting to the General Dynamics F-16 Falcon in 1991. While flying S-7s, the unit won their second General Carl Spaatz Trophy in 1990, recognizing them as the best Air National Guard unit in the country. They also won their second 12th Air Force A-7 Gunnery Award, 1989, as well as the Gunsmoke A-7 Maintenance Team Award that same year. In 2003, The 185th turned in their F-16 fighters and began flying the KC-135 Stratotanker refueling aircraft, which they continue to fly today.